Okay. You know what to do. Okay, you guys got me? Yes, but I'm going to go ahead and share this on my Facebook first. Come on in, Gabe. Okay. All right. Cody. All right, let's verify the audio streams. Make sure that the video or the vMix has good quality audio on me. Okay, Mel, go ahead and share this out. And I don't hear any music. Give me some music. I know. Bring it up. Okay, we're going to check our levels. And Mel, you should be hitting go live. I don't see it on our Facebook page quite yet. There. Nope.
Yeah, it's on.
Still don't see it.
Pick it up by both sides, because if this separates from this...
Still don't see it. What's going on?
We'll have to reboot.
What? I know, I'm on it and I don't see it. It's not there.
Yes, I do.
What?
I am loud. I'm on.
What Facebook are you
microphone.
on?
What do we do?
That's my personal one. Why
well, mine sounds like crap, so...
Okay, fine. Just leave it. Is it streaming? Okay, good. Then I'll go to the other page. And I'll share it to my teacher page. All right. We're trying. There he is. Okay, so let me go ahead and share this out.
Hello.
All right, so if you're just tuning in, you want to go ahead and take a moment, please. Join us here on the Digital Edge and share out our live stream. I'll turn this over to you guys in just a second. That's what we are doing. As we are doing our pre-roll here, I want to invite everybody to join us on social media and share this very important and entertaining broadcast on all of our social media channels, all of your social media channels, I should say. Share it to a page. So we're pushing this out on our Facebook pages, on live, and on some Facebook groups. Excellent. You boys live. Okay. And Professor Lenze,
yes.
If you are interested, I got no problem with you jumping on your phone. I don't know if you utilize social media.
Well, my phone's all tied into the drone right
now. Oh, okay. Well, then maybe at some point we can share this after the fact. Okay, so we are streaming now live to Facebook, and we should be live on YouTube. Let me push that out as well, and then we're going to get going with our live show today. Luke, why don't you give a little commentary here, and Grace, why don't you comment a little bit on what we got going on and remind people about our social media streams while I'm pushing this out.
So we've got...
You want to speak right into the microphone, nice and loud.
Yeah.
Eat the mic!
Eat the microphone!
Eat the mic!
Hi, everybody.
Turn the mic on, that helps too.
Yeah, if the microphone was on.
It is on.
Yeah. Ah.
It has been.
Hey guys, come on.
So,
plug our social media streams. Tell them where we're at.
You can look us up on YouTube at Jeff Tech Digital Media, I think. Yeah. And then we have Twitter as well.
Twitter, Instagram.
Let's get a little more volume on that PA, please. For them.
And this is our special guest, James Lensley.
Dr. Jim Lenze.
Dr. James Lenze. Sorry, I can't pronounce names.
Don't be tense. You're going to interview Dr. Lenze.
Yes, I can't pronounce names. I'm sorry.
There you go.
Hey, there was a pun. Was that a pun?
That was a rhyme.
That was a rhyme. Hey, you guys notice on the stream here, please notice how I'm off the camera. You want it? There you go. Okay, awesome. Hold on here. Okay, ladies, I'm going to turn over the mobile device here so you can go ahead and start streaming this out on... Excellent. Okay, so we are now all shared out. Luke, what do you think of this technology we're going to be talking
really
about?
Really cool.
Today?
This is
there you go.
Some really cool stuff.
So behind the scenes stuff. Okay, so let me do my thing. Okay. You guys ready with our stinger? We're ready to start the show. We good to go? Give me the audience cam. Make sure we got our audience cam rolling. Yes? Excellent. We got a full crowd today. Let's move this around. Come around, pan over to the stage. Excellent. And we also have some special guests in here. You guys from the C&E program, raise your hands. Go to the left, please. Let's see the C&E kids. Computer Network Engineering. Yes. Excellent. Excellent. All right, cool. We got everybody in here. Awesome. Ready to do the show? Let's bring up that main cam. And my name is Mr. Otero. They call me Mr. E. I'm here with my crew. We got Dr. Professor Jim Lenze in the house. And the Digital Edge starts now. Hit it. Dig that music, DJ Malika. You're watching the Digital Edge, Digital Media Arts Studio Live classroom. Today's special guest, and we're so excited about this. As I said, my name is Mr. Otero. My compadres on the stage with me today, Luke and Grace are going to be joining me as co-hosts, and our very special guest, Dr. Jim Lenze, Professor of Communications Media at Indiana University of Pennsylvania. That's my school where I'm studying vocational education. And a wonderful program he's got set up down there. Today on the show, we are going to learn about the Communications Media program at IUP. We are going to learn about the possibilities of my students to gain college-level credits simply by graduating my course and taking the certifications associated with the Digital Media Arts program. We are also going to learn about the IUP Film Fest. And Dr. Lenze, why don't you hold up that little bad boy? We're going to have a little bit of fun
Grace, would you hand me Catherine?
Yes.
We're going to have a little bit of fun with some drone technology today. Very exciting stuff.
Yeah.
All right.
Catherine is a beast.
Hey, let's go ahead and get this thing kicked off. Dr. Jim Lenze, we could probably kill that and save the batteries now.
We can.
Let's go ahead and do that. Dr. Jim Lenze.
Yes.
Welcome to the show. Welcome to the Digital Edge. Everybody put your hands together and welcome our guest today.
Thank you.
Excellent.
So good to be here.
Let's sit back a little bit here. Okay, there you go. Excellent. Okay, we are ready to go. Let me go ahead and pull up our PowerPoint here.
Down.
I had to restart the show, so we'll go ahead and pull up our graphics from the beginning. Dr. Jim Lenze, Communications Media Professor at IUP. Who is Jim Lenze? I'll let him introduce himself. First off, as we said, since 2000, the Communications and Media Professor at Indiana University of Pennsylvania. Jim, why don't you run through your credentials here? Tell us a little bit about you. You can see this up here if you want to look this way too, by the way.
Sure. I've been a professor at IUP since 2000. I've actually been teaching college since 1989, so I am very, very old. I've published dozens of articles in a variety of different areas. I am, by trade, I'm actually originally trained as an instructional designer. So I've specialized over the last 30 years in developing academic programs, online programs to let people complete college online. I've also developed associates, bachelor's, master's, and doctoral programs. I teach a lot of different things at IUP. I teach media aesthetics, script writing, screenplay writing. I'm a documentary filmmaker, and I am also a commercially licensed drone pilot. So I also teach aerial video. So pretty much a jack of all trades, master of none, but that's me.
Very similar backgrounds we have as well.
Very good.
I don't have the length in the field, but exactly, very, very similar backgrounds in media and in all of this new high-tech technology as well, documentary filmmaker and television producer. So it's a real honor to meet you.
Nice to meet you, sir.
And we're looking forward to this professional partnership as well. We're going to learn more a little bit about that here. Right now, we're going to talk about Indiana University of Pennsylvania. Wonderful school founded in 1875, ranked among the best institutions in the region. One of the many campuses located here in Punxsutawney. They have an Armstrong County campus, Pittsburgh East and Monroeville, and of course main campus in Indiana itself. In fall of 18, there were over 11,000 students studying at IUP. So let's talk about what we're here to talk about today. communications media, and we're going to turn to the professor and have him identify what is communications media and what opportunities exist to students today in terms of a lucrative, and I say this is so important, fun career pathway. Doctor, you got the floor.
It really is a fun. I mean, I can't believe I get to teach this every day. You and I were talking. Saying
Isn't this a ball?
Thing. We get to play with the toys. We get to play with interesting people. We get to talk to interesting people and do interesting things. And our work really has impact. It really goes out and it really touches lives. And so, yeah, we have 3 programs, 3 bachelor's programs at IUP. We have media production, which is what we're really known for. We are a very hands-on program. I graduated from IUP back in 1988. I also went to Penn State, and I love Penn State. If you go to Penn State, you can watch a television station or radio station being run. If you go to IUP, you run the radio station. You run the TV station.
Like we do here.
Like we do here.
Absolutely.
And so we are a hands-on program. And we have a wide variety of media production and audio production, photography, graphics, web design, television and radio production, and cinema. And we just are really into making stuff. We love to make stuff. We also have a bachelor's program in media marketing. And so if you want to go into public relations, corporate communications, advertising, marketing, we have a program that focuses directly with that.
We actually have a couple students. Rachel McInich graduated last year, right? She went on to Edinburgh to study public relations.
Yeah, so she went to the wrong school. But we actually do that program with the marketing department. So we're actually not trying to compete with our marketing department.
Cool.
We work with our marketing department. One of the things our department really looks for is joint programs. So we have a certificate. If you were interested in the music industry, we actually have a joint certificate that we give with the music department. So you can look for a career in music production.
There you go, guys.
Then we have a third major, which is media studies, which is really preparation for, I want to be a lawyer, I want to be a professor, I want to go into the theoretical side of communications. And what a lot of our students do is they start in there, because it's the broadest program. It's very, very wide. And they get a feel for things.
What is that called again?
Media studies.
Hey, before we move further, guys, we're getting a little bit of ring from him in the PA here in the studio. In the booth, Cody, our audio engineer today. Cody Walker, we should give a shout out. Take a second here and give a shout out to our team. Cody Walker on audio. Pull Dr. Lenze's sends 1 and 2 to the PA. Pull them down a little bit because we're getting some ring in here. So Cody Walker running audio for us. Mel Forrest running vMix for us. We got DJ Malachi back there manning our YouTube channel and running DJ music for us in the show. We've got Jared Taft and Sandy Matz and Alina Poole manning our Instagram. And over here, raise your hand up there, buddy. We got Trey Manzo running Twitter for us today. So let's put our hands together for the student team that's making this happen. That's
great
fantastic.
Job.
I wanted just to take a second and plug that out there. So find us on social media, if you will. Just search on these various channels, and we'll pull up the slides here in a bit, plugging our channels. But you can just search Digital Media Arts at Jeff Tech on all these channels, and you'll find us. So you were telling us about this program. Go ahead and continue.
So I'm really glad you give credit and you shout out your crew.
They're amazing.
When I'm teaching freshman classes, they'll turn in projects and I'll say, where are the credits? And they said, oh, we didn't need any credits because we were the ones who made it. And I'm like, you're the credits. Put yourself in the credits. You always give yourself a credit.
Absolutely.
Because all the work, every job that's being done today is important. It makes this happen. So we have programs. We have the small unmanned aerial systems. We actually teach drone aerial video, and our training will actually result in preparing you to get your pilot's license. So you actually can become an FAA commercially licensed pilot. I'm really proud of one of my students, Richard. Give him a shout out. Richard told me yesterday he got hired by a wedding photography company in California. I believe his starting salary was $60,000 a year. And he's going to be doing...
Right? I keep telling these kids, you guys are in for a lucrative future if you do what you need to do.
That's right. He applied for the job, uploaded his demo video, which he actually made. He uploaded his demo video, and within an hour, they called him back and said, can we interview you right now? At the end of the interview, they said, we want to hire you.
Awesome. And you know what's cool? My students this year, starting this year, have this same capability.
Yeah.
We go through, we do the prep, we do the test. You have the option to take the $150-some Federal Aviation Administration exam and walk out of here in high school. You don't even need to wait until your 4-year program to get that certification. So this opportunity, and you heard what the man just said, starting at 60 grand a year, that's incredible.
And your opportunities just explode from there, because then when you get to IUP, we have our coursework, but we also have professors who are all doing individual projects. We're all making films, we're all making productions, we're all doing work, and we are looking for the best students, and we tap on them. And so if you come in with this kind of training, you come in with this kind of licensing, we immediately tap you for special projects, which gets you more credits, more opportunities, and all of that just goes to hire me when you graduate.
I want to stop you here for a second, because I want to clue in on something that we struggle a little bit here with at a high school level. Because many of the students, when you meet them in person, they're very gregarious, very outgoing, but when it comes to production of their work, and this is mandatory in my program, is a professional level portfolio. And we hear this a lot. I don't think my stuff's good enough. I'm nervous. I don't want to put it out there. I say, you're going to do it anyway, because that's my job, is to get you to show your stuff. Now, I would love, you said something, and I want to see if my students, did you clue in on what he said about his video that he did what? He posted his video, and what happened within what time, Luke? Did you pay attention to that?
How long was it?
Did you catch that? How long was that before he got a bite?
An hour.
Boom. So the next time that we're pushing out content onto our portfolios, think about what he just said. And remember, our co-op students that are working for Guardian Elder Care and Priority First Credit Union right now, that's how they got their jobs, and why they're not sitting in class, but are actually working and being paid while receiving credit for my program, because they took the time, they did their job well, and they pushed it out on social media and on their class website portfolios. Would you reinforce that for me here, Dr.
Sure. The training you're receiving here, the training you receive here at college, is structured design. You're all learning, and I'm sure that he's going to echo this, pre-production, production, post-production. You're
pre-production, production, post-production.
You're learning
I echoed it.
to structure the design and the production so that the product you're coming out with is a finished product. It's a professional product. We've all been on YouTube, and we've all seen, I need to learn how to clean my RV. So there's a YouTube video. It's got a fantastic intro, graphics, music, and then there's this dope standing there going, well, today we're going to... And it's awful. It's
gotta love those dopes.
Very accurate.
They're entertaining, though.
But when you see a professionally done video,
big difference.
You engage in it, you watch the whole thing, you subscribe, you share, you like. That is monetizing their channel. There is a real need out there for people who understand how to make media. And so this is a great career. And the demand, because of YouTube, the demand in social media, the demand is exploding. They cannot find enough people who know how to make media. And so this is a really great time for a career. The last program I wanted to mention was, we have a sports broadcasting program. So if you're into, I want to work basketball games, football games, hockey games, things like that, our department actually has a course where you go out and work those games, work those football teams. We fly them all over the country, and they broadcast live. We've had as many as 1 million viewers for our sports broadcasting.
And I don't think I need to say, I mean, it's very obvious. Where could you go with a career in sports media? Where couldn't you go with a career in sports media?
And we have a mandatory internship in our program. When you graduate, before you can graduate from our program, you have to do a professional internship. We put people with MTV, ESPN, ABC, NBC. We have all of the major networks. We're placing people. We have a wonderful relationship with a group called the Washington Center, where you will actually go to Washington, D.C. Our program so believes in this. Pennsylvania so believes in this. They waive the tuition for a 9-credit course.
Wow.
And you go to Washington, D.C. They place you with major sports teams. They place you with major companies. They place you with senators and all kinds of different wonderful opportunities.
Real assignments.
Real assignments.
Yep.
And those just lead to more career opportunities.
Excellent.
We have Emmy winners from our department. We have Michelle Obama's photographer, one of our grads. Oprah's executive producer, one of our grads. We turn these people out and they go and do amazing, great, wonderful things.
Before we get into the specifics and the meat of the show here, and some of the other topics, what time we got, kids? Where are we at? 10:07? Good, we got plenty of time. I just want to finish pushing some of these very important points that for me, it's really important because just like a parent, you know, I can tell my high school students till I'm blue in the face, this is the way it is, kids, and it's, you know, but because it's coming from mom or dad, they're not going to believe it.
Right.
Because it's coming from Mr. E, it's like, come on,
Sure.
We've heard this before. I know you keep saying the same thing, Mr. Terra, and I'm like, yeah, because it's true, and I've been doing this for 30 years. Mm-hmm. So it's very important for me as the instructor to get guys like you to come in here,
Sure.
because you're verifying and validating the message and that I'm pounding home every day with these kids.
Right.
One of the things that I say over and over and over and over is the dynamic nature of this field, the fun nature of this field, meaning... Sure. It changes consistently and constantly.
Yes,
We're
it
always
does.
learning. Hence,
constantly.
Case in point, drone technology. This
Right.
thing was not even available to us a few years ago.
Right. If you told me 3 years ago I'd be a pilot, I'd be like, no, I would not
Absolutely.
be a pilot.
Now it's there. Now I got to learn it. Now we got to teach it. This is fun to constantly, for somebody who is on the edge and
Yes.
loves to learn and has that not a static personality or mindset. This is a wonderful field to be in. You're working with creative people, but the money that you can make. I want you to think about what you said. Let me test our crew here. Anybody tell me what is his official background in? He said it at the very beginning when he introduced himself. Anybody remember that? Nope. Anybody remember? Do you guys remember?
Close.
Close. Instructional technology, right? I want you to listen and remember what it was at stake right there on our door coming into the studio. The very last thing on what I teach here is instructional technology. Why do we have you guys building your own online courses? Why do we have you students building through project-based learning models your own tutorials and your own lesson plans, understanding the instructional process? Because I'm preparing you not just to be media teachers, but to understand the process. So if you want to get an education as a teacher, then you apply all these technologies to the instructional process, and this man here exemplifies where you could end up being.
Absolutely.
So I would like for you to take a second, because I know this is one of the hottest career pathways, not just in the IT cluster, but in the world, because all corporations, schools,
Yes.
from high schools to elementaries to online to charter schools to colleges, are going to online education, and they need people like you, like Dr. Lenze, to build the online courses. Would you reiterate the importance of that, and what kind of opportunities and money exists for a kid that goes on to get a master's in instructional technology?
Sure. So, I mean, exactly what you were just saying, because so much education is now online, because so many people are demanding online education, they have to make media. They have to have people who know both media and, in some cases, instructional design. An instructional design team is huge. It has audio people, graphics people, photography people, designers, content experts, all kinds of different jobs are available. It's never a one-person job. But there are, every university has an office where they are making this kind of media, and they're hiring us. I place with my internship program, I'm the internship coordinator at IUP for communications. I place people with universities. I've placed people at Pitt, I've placed people at Penn State, I've placed people in many major universities doing online design of instruction. And again, YouTube. It's not just for entertainment. We do tutorials.
We use that all the time in here.
And yeah, and those tutorials, Adobe has a wonderful set of YouTube videos for teaching their products. Many of you have probably seen them. Those are professionally produced by media people. The jobs are just incredible. I grew up in St. Mary's, Pennsylvania, not very far from here. I was a C student, had no direction in life. I went to the communications.
Me too, except it was a Clearfield. But that's pretty much the same thing.
Fair, you know?
I was bored to death, and I was just like, I hear you, brother.
So I went to IUP and got my degree in communications. Didn't realize until late in that career what I wanted to do. Boy, when I got hooked in, I got jazzed. My grades went up. I got excited enough that I was able to get into grad school. I got degrees in instructional design, graduated, and then my career just took off. Now, I've been a professor for most of that time, but here I'll tell you a really funny story. I worked for EDS as a consultant. They paid me $5,000 to make 24 PowerPoint slides. Now think about that for just a minute. Who would pay you $5,000 to make 24 PowerPoint slides? PowerPoint was brand new, and I found that I had a knack for adapting to new technology. So I learned PowerPoint. And since I was the only person in the Detroit area who was really experienced with PowerPoint at the time, because I'm that old, EDS hired me and said, look, we need a presentation. We need it this week, and we're willing to pay you this much money to do it. They would never pay that today. They would never pay that today. But throughout my career, I've always been learning new technologies, always getting on the next thing, always watching Google Trends, Google Analytics. What is the next trend? What is the next technology? I taught cloud technology when it was brand new and nobody knew what it was. Always learning those new tech trends, because there are always going to be people out there who are going to pay you because you know how to do the stuff.
Outstanding advice. I appreciate that. I'm checking my social media feeds right now, and any commentary or comments. We want to encourage people to go ahead and join us on our social media.
Ask your questions, please.
Ask questions of Professor Lenze.
Yeah.
We have our stream up live here, and I am monitoring that. We also have students monitoring our Facebook page. Well, I'm on the Facebook page. We have students monitoring and posting on our Instagram. And I've got many colleagues and previous students of mine that are working in the industry right now. We would love to hear from you and your success stories. And if you have questions for Dr. Lenze, you can hit us up on Facebook, you can hit us up on YouTube, you can hit us up on Instagram, and on Twitter. So our team doing a good job. Also, I want to take a second to remind people, please go ahead and subscribe to these channels. It's very important that if you're into what we're doing here and you support what we're doing here, please don't just pat us on the head and say, great job, Mr. E, great job, kids. This is so important to our community. Do something about it. Click on the like button. Click on the subscribe button. Take our content. Share it. Why? Because we're doing amazing things to light our students up and applying and leveraging the technology and the knowledge that they're gaining here to better our communities. We do so much service learning work for our communities here, in putting our students in real world situations, serving not-for-profit groups in our community. This whole school does that. So if you're a supporter of the Digital Media Arts program at Jeff Tech, and you should be, look into the other 13 programs here as well, who are all doing the same level of service for our students and our communities, and engage. Check us out live. And you can go to Facebook, as I said. Let's go, guys, pull up that split screen. Check us out on jefftech.info for more information on all of our high school and adult ed programs, and our Digital Media Arts Studio website, where we will give you more information about our program and, of course, articles of our previous guests and happenings and success stories, and right here, what we were talking about earlier, our online portfolio center. There's Ethan right there, front and center, right? Where you can check out students' works and how they do what they do. Amazing, amazing program. So, a little bit of a social media plug there. And, well, let's talk about production. And an opportunity, our next topic is the IUP Film Fest.
Yeah.
Dr. Lenze, tell us a little bit about this.
So we wanted to create a film festival that really focused on the work of young and new filmmakers. So this is an opportunity for high school students to submit their films. They are judged and they're awarded prizes on various categories. We also bring in speakers, professionals from the industry. Professor Jeremy Waltman is one of our professors, but he's also a feature film director, has a lot of connections in Hollywood, in New York, and he pulls on those connections. He brings them to IUP. So the students get opportunities to meet people who worked on the Transformers movie, have worked in voice acting, and they get to really talk to people who have been to Hollywood, worked in Hollywood, know how that works. And so awesome. we have lots of different categories in that festival, and we hope you'll come and spend the day with us. And if you're there, we would love to give you a tour of all of our facilities.
I see it says one day, but let's go ahead and plug that real quick.
Yeah, it is. It's one day. I believe it's April 6th.
Oh, that's coming up real soon.
Saturday. Is that? Yeah. So April 6th, and it's an all-day event, and it's going to be exciting. Lots of great films, and I think we're in our 4th or 5th year of that festival.
Awesome.
And we're really excited about it.
Excellent, excellent, excellent. Real quick before we get into the drone here, we do have a little bit of time. But I want to pick up the pace and get through everything we want to get through before our enrichment bell rings. So, do we have any questions from our studio audience for our guests so far? It's been a pretty comprehensive show. I think we've covered a lot, given you guys a lot to think about. Yes? Awesome. How about our co-hosts here up on the stage? Grace, any questions?
No, I'm just excited to fly it, and I can't wait to show it off to
awesome.
our viewers.
Luke, you got any questions here for our special guest?
What kind of films would you be showing at the film fest?
Oh, so the genre you're talking about?
So we do all genres. We do short films, predominantly short films. You won't see anything 2 hours long. Sometimes we'll bring in a feature film if an alum or Professor Waltman wants to show one of his films and talk about how it was made. We'll show a feature film, but predominantly we show short films, all genres. Sometimes we get mature content. We mark the doors and say, look, before you go in here, understand the next hour, there's going to be some mature content. But we have all kinds of different short films with different themes. Some are documentary style, some of them are dramas, some of them are comedies, some of them are music videos. So we bring in all kinds of different stuff, and we just want to celebrate everything that young filmmakers are doing.
That's awesome. Appreciate that. Again, that's April 6th. April 6th?
April 6th.
Saturday at Indiana
at
University
IUP.
of Pennsylvania.
Look me up and I'll give you a tour.
There you go.
All right.
My name is Sam Matera. You're watching The Digital Edge, coming to you live from the Digital Media Arts Studio in the IT Academy at Jeff Tech. Visit us online at dmastudioonline.com or .net. Either one will get you there. Let's go on to our next topic, drone technology. Check this out. I want to show off our bad boy. Bring that camera up here. Give me a zoom in on me.
That is a good drone.
Give me a zoom in.
Its name's Dragonfly.
This is the unique Typhoon H professional level drone. We added this to our curriculum this year, and our students here at a high school level have the opportunity to play with this bad boy, to learn how to fly it, to work with professionals to learn about it, and to explore career pathways in aerial photography and videography, and then apply for and take their Federal Aviation Administration test and become a commercial drone pilot. Down at IUP, same thing. He's got some pretty cool gear here. Dr. Lenze, tell us a little bit about the gear you brought with us, and then we're going to go ahead and while we're doing this, kids, oh, by the way, taking behind-the-scenes shots, we don't need a bunch of shots from the same angle. We need different shots, different perspectives. Photographer, you're welcome to come up on the stage and get different perspectives over the shoulder. Let's make this an interactive experience, okay? So don't feel like you got to hide back there, okay? Again, no problem with that, guys. Same with our Instagram crew. If you're listening out there, the behind-the-scenes stuff, feel free to come up on the stage and get close-up shots, you know? You get on camera. You're part of the show, okay? What we're going to do is we're going to take a minute, and he's going to tell us about this. I want our vMix and our production team bring me that remote broadcast pad. Bring it in here. Activate the vMix call. Make sure it's working. We got live audio, live video. Make sure we got it. Bring it in the studio here so we can see it. And we'll do, in fact, bring it on in here, and we'll do an over-the-shoulder shot of him from the stage. So mixed with the studio shot, And then we're going to take the whole class, and we're going to go with vMix call, and we're going to go down to the gym, and we're going to fly this thing. Pretty cool stuff. So let's go ahead and bring that in here as Dr. Lenze is describing to us the gear that he brought with us. Sir, you have the floor.
This is the Mavick Pro 2.
You want to hold that up for us, Grace?
We call this particular drone Catherine.
Give me a zoom in on that, can you?
So
is that good?
Our first 2 drones were actually named Orville and Wilbur, and they are also DJI drones. They're professional quality. They don't do some things that Catherine does. Catherine is the name of Orville and Wilbur Wright's sister. And she not only did some of the mathematical calculations for the boys to help get the first airplane up, but she also went with them on their European tour. The Wright brothers were a little awkward, struggled with public appearances, but Catherine was gregarious, and she was the toast of Europe and traveled with them. So we thought it very fitting that our third drone be named Catherine. And so Catherine does something that we really needed in media production. You see, we quickly realized that a drone can do more than just great aerial shots. A drone can also do crane shots, outdoor dolly shots, gimbal shots. And so we were like, wow, this is really great, except Orville and Wilbur are noisy. And so whenever we would microphone actors, they would pick up the drone sound.
Like you're hearing here. You can hear this.
You can hear it in here. And so, yeah, let's...
that's the fan in there.
Let's push this back a hair.
And what is this device that we have here?
Well, just give me 1 second. I'm going to show you something about the noise.
Guys, where are we with our vMix pad?
Here we go. Pretty loud.
Guys.
I lost my water.
Hey, hold on a minute.
It was pretty empty.
Anyway.
Guys, where are we with our... I asked you to bring it in the studio. Bring it on in here, please. Guys, the vMix laptop, bring it up to the stage, please. Get it activated. Turn it on. Make sure it's working. Get it in the stream. Bring it up to the stage, please.
And then we can get this, yeah.
There we go. Thank you. So, come on up around here, buddy, and we're going to do an over-the-shoulder shot.
Ready?
And actually, bring that thing over here. Let me show you something, Trey. It's convertible. So this is our new broadcast toy, the convertible Asus laptop. It is touch screen. There we go. So we now have the ability. Can you zoom in on that, kids? Zoom in on me. There you go. So you can see we're broadcasting here, and our guest is seeing what we're seeing in live time. Very cool. So Trey, grab that. There you go. And
position right over Catherine.
And put it over his shoulder. Okay, now let's go ahead and pull up that split screen. There you go.
Get Catherine in the shot.
There you go. There you go. Awesome. Yeah. Sit back, Grace. There you go. Okay, now tell us about the controller and how that works.
Well, the controller is a. Can you get that in the shot there?
Yes, you can.
Good. That's our controller with my iPhone. And the controller actually works with your phone. We've personally found that the iPhones work better than the Androids. We're currently ordering a controller like this that will actually hold my iPad so I can actually see a bigger screen. And this allows us to control the drone. And I'm going to have to switch glasses now because I wear some progressives. These are my reading glasses. And I can actually control and see what the drone sees using the virtual reality headgear. And what this allows me to do is to go flying with Catherine. So
that's awesome.
Catherine goes up 400 feet in the air, and Catherine starts flying through the trees, then I can get the sensation of flying with her.
Hold on 1 second. Let me stop you.
Yeah.
Guys, please make sure, because we had this trouble before, when we're doing this mix feed with the vMix call, you've got to make sure in vMix that the microphone on vMix call, the audio output is muted. Otherwise, we're getting that duplicate audio, which has a delay. If you've not caught that, please catch it. We do not want to ruin this audio, okay? Then when we go down live to the gym, we are only going to rely on the vMix call audio in the pad. Got it? Everybody understand? Excellent. Okay, let's take a look at our device as well.
Sure.
This is the Unique Typhoon H, and you can see here, Trey, if you can get a shot of this. of the screen. Bring up the full screen. Luke, hold that up so he can get a shot of that. So this is our controller, which isn't it is actually a pad, a computer itself. And you can see, you can run the camera. It's on a 360-degree gimbal. You cannot zoom, but you can pan and tilt remotely. And this has an additional controller that a student can use to control the camera or fly the drone. So one student can be flying the drone while the other student actually controlling the camera, which is pretty cool too. So I'll tell you what, I'm very excited about this. I know we got several kids that want to try this out. Let's go ahead and pull up the audience cam. Anybody here want to give this thing a shot down in the gym? I know Grace does. Not going to break it? Malachi wants to? All right, here's what we are going to do. Okay, I see that. Okay, you probably bumped. See, you got to make sure you don't bump anything here. So let me go ahead and bring up the vMix call again. Okay. All right. There you go. Should be back live. All right, how about I go ahead and run this? So this is the first time using this. Why don't I run this for us this time, okay? All right, so here's what we're going to do. And I'm going to take the pad, and I think I'm going to take my whole class, and we're going to leave the studio, and we're going to go down to the gym, and we're going to run this bad boy. So what I want you guys to do, turn off your studio mics, please. Actually turn them off. Don't just mute them, yes. Okay, guys, in the booth, switch to vMix audio, please. Now, we're going to need, okay, we are going live here. Now, we're going to need to do something here.
The audio's bad.
Check 1, 2.
It's really bad.
Go to the source and pull it down. It's too hot. I can see it's clipping.
Okay,
In the mixer. Check 1, 2. See it's clipping. Go to the vMix audio source in the mixer.
I'm trying to find it.
Yes, it is. Okay?
Yeah, I'm struggling.
Okay, everybody stay with me.
Oh, there it is.
Bring it down. It's clipping.
What is it?
Check. Check. There we go. Better?
Yeah.
All right, great. Now, here's what we're going to do. We're probably going to drop real quick. We are going to drop as we head out. I can pretty much guarantee you that. And we're going to go between some hot spots in the school. So, Mel, Cody, I want you, are you going to stay up here?
Yeah.
I want you to grab one of the microphones. I don't know what's going on here, why the machine is. I want you to grab one of the studio mics, and you're going to communicate with me through this producer webcam.
Okay.
So split screen us with the producer webcam so we can see you and you, and then go ahead and do this demonstration, okay? So this is an experiment. We've never done this before. Excuse me, kids. We need to unmute my audio. Grab one of the studio mics and pump through good quality audio. Grab one of the studio mics, Cody. Come on. Okay, did you get what you needed over there?
I didn't know. I was in here.
Where?
In the studio. I'm sitting down.
Oh, I didn't even see you in the corner. Okay. All right, well, we can get it. No big deal. That's not timely. Okay, I don't know what's going on. All right, so here's where we are. I got my kids.
The audio dropped.
Let's try this again.
There it is.
Excellent. So we got our producer cam.
Yep.
Okay, let me hear you. Now let me hear you and use the handheld microphone.
Mic check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
Okay.
6.
I need quiet from my crew, please. I need quiet, please. Here's where we are, because we're doing something we've never done before here. As you can see, we are now outside the IT Academy. Ashley, grab that DSLR with you. I want you to take some back behind-the-scenes pictures. And Alina, let's keep posting behind the scenes on Instagram, okay? I've got my crew. We're going to head down to the gym, and we're going to take this bad boy for a flight. So what do you think about this new broadcast system we got here, Dr. Lenze? Isn't that crazy? Say hey, Mel.
Hey, Mel.
Hey, Mel. I want to make sure we can communicate with them before we go. What's going on, guys? Guys, we got dead air here. What's going on? Somebody give me some feedback. Where'd your mic go?
It died, so we needed to make sure it's okay.
I can't hear you.
The microphone had the batteries got bumped.
It's really low. Check your levels, please.
Check the level.
I can hardly hear you. Check 1 2.
Check 1 2 3 4 5 6 7
Your
8.
volume way low. Bring it up.
All right, bring up the audio. What?
Bring it up.
He's okay.
Let me hear you.
Mic check 1
Much
2.
better. Check. Now, can you hear me okay? And is it clean and clear?
Yeah.
Okay, awesome. All right, guys, I want you to stick with me. We're all heading down to the gym. And behind the scenes crew, get some Instagram stuff, some photography. Let's go. Maddie, if you're in here, you're joining us. Come on. Let's go. Okay, so this is pretty cool. We've never done this before. Now, in the booth, I can tell you, we are going to hit a hot spot pop here, and we're going to lose you, okay?
Okay.
So you're going to have to bear with us.
Okay.
You guys want somebody, Grace, you want to grab the door here, please? You want to hold the door, please?
Flaming Cheetos.
Okay, here we go. So, there we go. We dropped.
Yeah, in the hallway it gets pretty bad.
Here we go. This is so cool. Malachi, what do you think of this new setup we got here, bro?
Oh, we dropped. So right around Miss Dragich's room. Alright, we'll give him a sec and then he'll come back in a bit. Whenever we go around the school, the Wi-Fi is weaker in some spots, so we have to keep trying and make sure it works. They should come back in a bit. That's a perfect. Oh, whoa.
What's going on?
All right. You dropped frames whenever you were in your Miss Dragich's room. They dropped again. Sometimes, like, I think I can hear him yelling, but I don't know. Because it came back, but then it dropped again. So I don't know what's going on. Oh, there they are. All right. All right. You're kind of dropping some frames every now and then.
Find a good spot.
Yeah.
Go.
Drop frames.
Oh, this is terrible.
Yeah.
Yeah, hold on. Let me find a good spot here.
Yeah, maybe it's the laptop?
Guys, where's our Wi-Fi?
It dropped again. Oh, there it is. There's no sound.
This is
there we go.
Terrible. Oh,
Yeah. There's people yelling in the gym. Huh? Sorry. Okay. Oh boy. Yeah, we didn't try it with the laptop before.
The issue
Okay, you were...
spot right above. Can you go?
It's stopping like crazy. Make sure that you can hear. Yeah, it's not working too well. So hopefully it'll come back in a bit. Come on. This is not going too well. Alright, they're back. Oh, not really.
Okay, hey Mel. Do you have me now?
It's still choppy.
No. I need
Yeah.
Okay, right on the vMix call.
Okay.
And do the send of the main stream back to me. Resolution. That'll save bandwidth.
Oh.
I don't know what's going on with the Wi-Fi down here. It's awful.
The bandwidth.
Low resolution reaches stream rather than high definition.
It's on high 720.
What?
It's on high 720.
Say it again.
It's on high.
Low resolution.
It's on high 720p.
Are you sending me? Okay, you're still sending me a high definition return. Send me the low definition.
Okay, low def.
200. I don't care.
Okay. There we go. Still dropping a bit.
There we go. Okay.
Okay, there we go.
Our Wi-Fi is incredibly spotty. You have our drone. Where is it? Okay. Dr. Lenze. I can't move. Why don't you guys come on over here?
Okay.
Okay, and let's have you adjust what's going. Can you come closer? Come
Yeah,
closer,
it's
guys.
spotting again.
I'll tell you what. Back as far away from behind us as possible. Yeah, that's good. Okay, and let's see. Way back. Way back. Way back.
Okay, let's have you as close to this as we can so they can hear you, okay?
Sure.
Can you move closer to me?
We can get Catherine in the shot.
Oh, there she is.
Where is it? There it is. I got her. Okay. There she is.
Doing good so far. There we go.
Okay. Excellent.
Catherine.
There she is. And you're using this right now from the controller.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now we have students here with the goggles, and they're seeing. But who's got the goggles? Trey, come on over here. Bring the goggles over here. So we are down in the gym. Sorry guys, I cannot move. The Wi-Fi here is really rough. So I'm gonna have to stay right here. Okay, just stare with us, and those of audience that's watching at home, just bear with us here. We got our technology all in place, but the Wi-Fi isn't cooperating down here in the gymnasium. So hopefully it's good enough to give you a good indication of this cool new technology.
Oh, bird. Oh, there she is. Up, dropped up there.
You think that?
Where is she? I can't find her.
She's by the light. There it is.
Okay, can you bring it over this way slow? All right, cool. Now, he's running this through the Android controller. Trey, come on over here, please, with the virtual goggles. Okay, go ahead and put those on and tell us what you're seeing. What's it like?
Okay, well, I can see the volleyball court, and it's slowly raising upwards. I can see them playing down there on the floor.
Can you turn that around? Can you turn those goggles around here for us? take them off and hold them up to the webcam. Let's see if they can see what we're seeing, if that's possible. See if you can hold it right up to the main camera there.
I don't know if it's possible, but maybe.
We can see it a
That's
bit.
You're not going to see.
But it's pretty cool, though.
Pretty cool. Is it actually, Trey? Is it actually wraparound? Is it like? Is it in? Does it fully wrap around? Are you getting a, or is it a two-dimensional view?
It's like a two-dimensional view. Like it's like you're looking at a screen, but there's a slight 3D effect. Looks like things are popping out.
Hey Mel, in that split screen,
Yeah.
take a look at full screen. You can see you really cropping the splits in the split screen. You're really cropping our signal. There you go. So you can go full screen. So Mr. Otero, coming to you via. We're having hi-fi or Wi-Fi problems down in our gym, but we are down here with Dr. Jim Lenze with our remote control Mavick drone demonstration, which is right up above me. There she is. And somebody else want to go ahead and get the, hey, our Instagram team, Alina, come on over here. I want you to be posting up on Instagram. Luke, what do you think? This is cool. Can you describe what you're seeing? Describe the experience.
It's like an overhead shot of what's going on with the drone.
Oh, so the controls are overlaid as well.
Like a heads-up display as well. Seeing where the drone is, what direction it's facing, and seeing wherever the camera's facing.
You're Iron Man.
Yeah.
Say that again?
You're Iron Man.
That's what it looks like, right?
Oh God, I see people running.
Anything you want to add about this, Dr. Lenze?
No, just an exciting technology. We can use this not only for aerial video, but we can also use this to replicate shots, gimbal shots, crane shots. So equipment that might be really expensive or difficult to get into a specific location, the drone now allows us to shoot that kind of video. Very affordably, $3,000 piece of equipment replaces tens of thousands of dollars.
I think Mrs. Basil wants to try this. I think she wants to put on the virtual goggles. No? Grace, what do you think?
Oh, that's really cool.
I am in air underwater.
What do you think, Sandy?
That's pretty interesting. Wow, scared you.
Anybody else want to give this a shot? Hey, our C&E kids.
That was some computer networking.
Guys from the C&E program. Hey, guys. Hey, guys. Over here. That's what you come down here for. Not to stand in the bleachers and talk. Come on over here. Check this out. I want you to check this out. Cool new technology. Let's go ahead.
Maybe it's one of them.
That's Ethan. Go ahead and put them on. Let's see what you got.
I think I pressed the button on accident.
Uh-oh. What do we do?
Let me see. There's like a menu on. Oh yeah, that's just there. He said it was okay.
Pretty cool.
I see Trey.
Nah. Go ahead and try these on, brother.
Let the C&E kid try it.
Let the C&E kid try it. Tell us what you think, man.
Oh, that's trippy. It's definitely trippy.
It's like you take up too high of a prescription in your eyes at first, and your eyes are adjusting to it.
Oh, no, that's not. That
Like when
doesn't
you-
bother me.
It's like when you change prescriptions.
Here, check this out, guys. Come here.
Oh God, there's a child.
Is a child? What?
What's that?
He saw Luke.
Try this.
What are we doing?
Don't press any buttons.
So we see Luke, right?
Hold on, Dr. Lenze. Watch out, actually.
Okay, so we got Luke in the shot.
Okay.
See if we can get
Okay.
Luke in the shot.
Yes.
And what we'll do now, Luke, when you see the drone move, walk along with it. Don't walk faster than it does. And now we have a walking dolly shot.
Awesome.
That's it.
Oh, that's cool.
It looks like one of those.
Don't get close to it, Luke.
It looks like one of those.
Now, if I remember correctly, Our friend that was on the show the other day, the IT services manager for Guardian, has a Mavic, and I was playing with it this past summer, and I was able to control it with hand motions. Does yours support that as well?
It does. I don't have it set up right now.
Cool. Pretty cool stuff.
Colton also has tracking so that we could actually take Luke outside, tell the Mavic to follow him, and wherever he goes, even if there's a crowd, it will follow him through the crowd.
Ours has that as well.
Yes.
GPS fetching, so we can set a route. It'll go out, and it has obstacle avoidance too. So if there's an obstacle in the way of its route, it'll avoid it and keep going.
All your equipment is professional level. I'm really impressed.
Awesome. This is great stuff. Awesome. Get some good shots.
Yeah.
Dig it. All right. What do you guys think of this?
I think it's amazing.
It's really awesome technology.
It looks
It's
great.
like really cool. I really like it.
Me too.
I'm the only one that didn't get to try it. You guys got it. Hey, let me do this thing.
I'll hold it.
Hey, Elena, bring that over here. Hold that for me.
Let Tara try this.
I haven't
Let's
tried
catch his reaction.
Okay, you ready?
So Tara tried it. That's gonna be great.
All right. So here we go. It's freak out time.
You ready?
Mystery freaks out. What do I do? All right. Racing drone digital, go. Whoa! Oh my God! Let me see me. Wait a minute. Where am I? Yeah. What? I don't see myself.
You're good at Tara.
I'm getting vertigo and I need to puke.
I should back up.
There I am.
Well, you know, this is how they.
Hey, wait a minute. This headset looks great on me.
Oh my God. So messy.
It's all about the show, kids. It's all about the show. This is so cool!
You know, you can.
Oh my God!
Not play video games.
Wow, I gotta say, this makes it a lot easier to drive. This would make it a lot easier to drive this thing.
Yeah, I know. I have an HD
With this
awesome.
versus relying on the small screen of the controller, no doubt
I'm
about
not
it.
moving the drone. I'm working with the zoom lens.
Okay, bring that over to him. So, yeah, and you're getting still cameras. Oh, I'm seeing the shutter go. Yeah. So, Dr. Lentz, explain into our tablet there, our mobile broadcast, what it is you're doing.
Well, we're using the
Now, bring up our. Oh, never mind. Go ahead. We're good.
I don't like holding
Dr.
this.
Lentz, you're doing what?
I'm like so
we're
anxious.
using the zoom technology to zoom in and out, which allows us to get the drone out of audio range.
Hey, guys.
So that we can get the drone positioned far enough away.
Away from a set mic.
From a set mic. And yet, we position the camera on ourselves and then zoom the camera in.
Perfect. Look at that. What power zooms that thing got on it?
It's like
I can't see a thing.
48.
Is that optical or digital?
I'm not sure.
Because it looks pretty good. Yeah. Pretty cool. Well, we should probably get back up to IT now. Mel,
Yeah,
go ahead and
we-
give us- if you will. Hey kids, everybody come here. All my students, come on over here.
We have 7 minutes till enrichment.
Let's see if we can get a shot. There we go. Bring up that full screen, producer Mel. Pretty cool. All right. So, Mr. Taro here with my crew down in the gymnasium at Jeff Tech. Oh, and of course, it's going to freeze. And we're here with Dr. Jim Lentz, demonstrating his drone technology with the Mavick Pro 2, and we are going to be back in a minute. As we're traveling back up to IT, we will drop as we go to a hotspot. So Cody and Mel, you guys are going to keep the audience entertained for 2 minutes while we come back up. Keep us on until we drop, and we'll be back in the studio in just a minute. Okay, guys, let's go.
Okay, so
All right, let's cheat. I'm curious to see how far this goes. So you guys want to grab the microphone, please?
Yeah.
And make sure you don't have dead air when we drop. You want to keep our audience entertained and engaged. Remind them what show they're watching. And there we go.
all right. So we have a couple minutes left while they come up. I'm gonna take off these headphones real quick. It's messing me up because like I can't really focus with it talking. I hear myself. So, we have a couple of minutes left in this period. So they're coming. While they're coming back up, do any of you have questions in the broadcast? People watching? Make sure that we have. So, trying to think. What do you guys have anything that you think you'd want to talk about? No? I think they're coming back up now. I think I hear them. I'm not sure, but
All right.
yeah, they're coming back up. All right, they'll be here.
There we are.
No?
We're back.
All right. Oh, nope, they're back.
Now we are
All right, they're
in-
back. Let me put
Pardon
this
me?
down real quick.
Hey, thank you so much for letting your CNE students join us down there. It was very, very cool. Thank you. Excellent. So the kids are going back in the studio. I'm going to man the studio desk. Mel, you want to go ahead and... Hey, great job, by the way. Leave that split screen up for a second so we can see what's going on in here. Isn't this cool? So here's our team. Put your hands together for the team that stayed here in the booth and kept the show going. Thank you so much, kids. Appreciate it. Thank you. All right, let's go ahead and wrap this thing up. Excellent job. Let's bring up our main cam. We are now back in the studio. Pull up that vMix cam real quick so people can see this awesome studio that these kids have. Come on in here, guys. You got 5 minutes. We're going to wrap this up. So there's our monitor station, our social media management station, Twitter feed, audience area, 4 high-definition cameras,
and our green screen set. So very cool, amazing technology at the disposal of all of these wonderful young people.
Yes.
Here in the Digital Media Arts program in the IT Academy at Jeff Tech. Okay, what we're going to do, I want you to mute.
Back to our main set. There we go. And let's kill.
Test.
We're gonna kill. Hold on. Okay, everybody, come on in, please. We're gonna wrap the show up. Okay, I'm gonna kill that audio. There we go. Make sure that you guys kill the audio and vMix call.
There's some feedback somewhere.
All right, here we go. Let's get all the team back in here, please. Why are our students still out there in IT? All of the team in here, please. Guys, get all of the students in the studio, please. Let's go. Okay.
They're coming.
No, they're not.
Somewhere.
Everybody needs to be in the studio,
Go get everybody.
please. Cody, let's go. Come on, let's go. In the studio means in the studio, not out there. Come on, let's go. So what do I say? There's an old adage. What do they say? Teaching high school students is like herding kitty cats. It is. Come on in, guys. Everybody have a seat, please. We're not done with the show.
Hey, I have to leave for enrichment.
It's not enrichment bell yet.
It's in like 2 minutes.
Right, but that's 2 minutes from now. We're not there yet. When the bell rings, you're free to go. Everybody come on in. We're wrapping up our television show. You have been watching The Digital Edge. My name is Mr. Sam Otero, instructor of the Digital Media Arts program at Jeff Tech. Let's go through the horn here. Zoom in on us, please. Give us a zoom, Mel.
Somebody has to be.
There we go. And let's get into our guests here. We've got Luke joining us as my co-host. We've got our special guest over here, Dr. Jim Lenze from IUP. We've got my other co-host, Grace. And, of course, let's go to the audience cam and pan around and get everybody here. And we want to thank everybody. DJ Malachi, go ahead and pull up Let's go ahead and pan around and get the studio all the way over to the doors as far as you can. Excellent. And I want to get some music thumping here, DJ Malachi. We're going to go ahead and take this out. And let's put your hands together. And please welcome our special guest for coming in today. Or not welcome, but thank him for coming in today. You've been watching the Digital Media Arts class live. A special guest talking about communications media. We hope you enjoyed the show today. For a reminder and news on our program, visit us online at dmastudioonline.com. There's the bell. Show is over for today. Thanks so much for tuning in. We'll see you next time around. Peace. Have a great weekend. Great show today, kids.